Hey there guys, I'm John Campea. Thanks for visiting my YouTube channel, and this is a special user-submitted question. Now, every day on the John Campea Show, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we take live questions, but every once in a while, somebody sends in like a tip of like $50 or more, and when they do that, which doesn't happen often, but when they do, I like to honor that by not only answering the question in the show, but I also like to make it its own standalone video, so let's get right to it. And this one comes to us from Daniel. Hi, John. The MCU, from what I'm seeing going forward, is involving the multiverse. Is that a good move? Do we really need to use the multiverse? So does that mean Marvel don't have faith in new and existing characters in the MCU going forward? All right, thanks a lot for sending in that question, man. And listen, I don't know that the MCU is going more into multiverse stuff or if they're getting ready to close off the multiverse stuff. There's a lot of people who believe that things like Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness and things like that are going to be used to close off multiverse stuff, but we'll get to that in just a second. Do I think using multiverse is a good idea? Generally, no. There are exceptions, but I kind of feel the same way about multiverse stuff as I do about time travel. I believe multiverse and time travel are the lazy man's plot devices for movies and stories. And the reason I call them lazy is because think of any problem or any, obstacle that a hero has faced in any movie ever. There is no problem ever in any movie that can't be solved one way or the other with time travel. It is a get out of jail free card, and I believe, again, a lazy man's basically out for doing stories that they can get away with. Now, again, that's not to say that I don't think there are some brilliant movies that utilize time travel. There are. Star Trek: The Voyage Home, Back to the Future. There are definitely some examples of great uses of it. But it's kind of a mechanism that takes away any consequences. And the same is true of multiverse. And again, there are multiverse stories that have been brilliant, don't get me wrong. But generally speaking, it is a lazy way to do consequence-free storytelling. For example, let's just look at the MCU right now. Oh no, we killed Gamora. Oh, what a sad emotional thing when Thanos threw off the cliff and sacrificed. Oh, but look everybody, Gamora's back! Multiverse! No consequences. It just basically undid all the emotional impact of that scene. Or Loki, who has died 3 times in the MCU, and then they finally have Thanos break his neck saying, no resurrections this time, but wait, there's multiverse. Yay, Loki's back. Multiverse is a lazy man's tool and a way to have consequence-free storytelling. We can do anything now in our stories, because we can just undo it like that, if not with time travel, then with multiverse. So in a way, they kind of opened Pandora's box with multiverse stuff, and they might be going deeper into it, or they might be heading their stories in a certain direction where they're going to close it off and get back to like linear one-dimension timeline storytelling, which I truly hope they do, because it's the only type of storytelling that has actual consequences, that has any stakes, any ramifications, because as soon as you get into multiverse and time travel, blah, 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 there are no consequences, there are no stakes, there are no ramifications, because everything's undone. Like, just look at The Flash, right? How many Welleses have died? But it doesn't matter, because next episode there's going to be a new Wells, so we never really lose Wells. Wells is always there. So at some point, I think the MCU is going to close it off. But listen, I know that my particular position on this, I recognize and acknowledge that it's an unpopular position. There are a lot of people who love the source material stuff that love multiverse, and that's great. I'm not trying to poo-poo on anybody's love of it. I just got to tell you the truth. I find it to be really lazy. That's why I find it lazy. It removes any consequences from storytelling, which basically makes storytelling weaker. So I hope they're moving in a direction that they close it off, but that's just my unpopular opinion for the day. I'm sure you guys have your own opinions about that. What are they? Jump down into the comment section below and let me know what you think. All right, guys, that will do it for me for now. Thanks a lot for being here. My name's John Campea, and until our next video, bye-bye.